Good morning. We are starting out with a gorgeous sunrise in Springfield this morning. Beautiful, bright orange skies. It is 48 degrees in Springfield right now on some light northwest winds. It's 50 degrees to start in Branson, 51 in Monette, and a pair of 5s down in Harrison. We'll have dry roads out there today, lots of sunshine, so no road hazards out there for you today. If you've been working from home, perfect day to take your workout to the patio. We'll have sunshine, light winds, and temperatures warming up into the lower 70s. So beautiful out there today. Pretty quiet on Futurecast. Increasing clouds tonight with overnight lows in the 50s. Showers and thunderstorms return tomorrow as a storm tracks to our south. We'll have those highs back in the 60s. With the core of the storm tracking to our south, the healthier severe threat will stay well south of the area, but we could have enough of that fuel seep north into our area where we could have a strong storm or two, mainly south of Springfield. So scattered showers and storms tomorrow. If enough fuel seeps as far north as Springfield, we could have a strong storm or two, mainly with a threat of damaging winds and large hail, and that threat will be healthiest near and south of the state line. So gorgeous today, some showers and thunderstorms around on Wednesday. We dry out again on Thursday with clearing skies, temperatures back in the 70s, and then another rain chance returns by Friday. So a little bit of an active pattern, but we're detached from cold air unlike last week. So we're looking at highs staying pretty warm despite clouds and storm chances in the 60s and 70s. Overnight lows staying frost free with the overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. So gorgeous out there today, 72 degrees with sunshine, showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, clearing skies on Thursday, and then another storm chance returns by Friday. For now, the weekend looks dry with those highs in the 60s. Joe, Lauren.
Last night, a house fire broke out at Travis Lane and Fairway. That's off East 76 near Branson, as a mother and daughter have died as a result from it.
At least 6 to 8 firemen were working this scene. According to the Taney County Fire Chief, there was smoke and flames on the backside of this house. You can see where some of that damage is. Now, we also had video submitted to us from a neighbor, Brooke Crossley. The black smoke you can see coming out of this unit here, filling up the sky and into the neighborhood.
That's right. And also, according to the Taney County coroner, Tony Mullen, a 90-year-old woman, Elva Harpole, was found dead in the home, and her daughter, 70-year-old Lorraine Ray, was taken to a hospital in Springfield where she later died. Autopsies are set for later today. Things started at about 5:45 yesterday as the fire damaged parts of the duplex that they lived in. Two neighbors nearby told us how someone tried to alert them to get out in time, but it did not happen.
And he lost life. It was very sad. I didn't know her very well. They had somebody that was living here with them before that moved out, but he stopped by and I talked to him. And it was sad to hear that he lost a really close friend, but I hope that she moves on to a better place.
It's very upsetting. I mean, just talking to them yesterday, and like really, really nice people, and it was definitely upsetting to hear that. And my prayers out to them and their family, but.
Now, we're not sure about the cause of that fire. Any new information, of course, we'll be posting on ozarksfirst.com.
And now an update from Color 10 News on the coronavirus.
Here it is. We have the most recent numbers of COVID-19 in our area. Greene County has 92 cases and 8 deaths. 46 of those patients have recovered, leaving 38 active cases. In Missouri, according to the state health department, there are more than 5,800 cases and 177 deaths. Arkansas is reporting nearly 2,000 cases, 42 deaths, and almost 800 recoveries. According to the CDC, the U.S. reports almost 750,000 cases and over 39,000 deaths.
Last night, Springfield City Council approved emergency funding to fight COVID-19. The city will work with Greene County to allocate up to $50,000 to be used by the Office of Emergency Management to buy supplies, equipment, and services. Council members also approved an agreement with Kraft Heinz to get equipment so the company can expand. A sewer project was unanimously passed as the city will build a gravity sewer and lift station in the Millwood East development area. And again, council tabled ordinances relating to short-term loans that will be addressed in its next meeting on May 4th.
Around the region, Missouri is hoping to receive approval to allow food stamp online purchases in response to the impact of COVID-19. The Department of Social Services submitted the waiver request to the USDA and FNS. The waiver would not cover delivery fees or other associated charges. In the waiver request, Amazon and Walmart have already agreed to be retailers for food stamp or SNAP online purchases here in Missouri.
Washington University in St. Louis is furloughing an estimated 1,300 employees through at least July due to the financial impact of the pandemic. The university says revenues are off by $60 million in just the first month, and the medical school is projecting a revenue loss of $150 million through the end of the fiscal year. There is also a hiring freeze, no merit salary increases, and voluntary pay cuts. The university says it will continue to provide full benefits to furloughed employees.
St. Louis County has a temporary morgue to handle overflow because of the coronavirus. The site is being called the Dignified Transfer Center. It can hold up to 1,300 people who have passed away. The space is not yet needed, but maybe as early as next week, with county morgues, hospitals, and funeral homes nearing their limits, it is expected to be put to use. The former UPS warehouse space is being transformed by about 40 organizations, getting done in a couple of weeks, what normally might take about a year.
But this is just another step that if we do become overwhelmed, that we have something that we can come to, a dignified place like this where people are treated with respect and dignity the whole time that they are here.
As Arkansas approaches 2,000 COVID-19 cases and 150,000 people out of a job, dozens of nonprofits are coming together now, thanks to the Jones Trust and its Centers for Nonprofits. Every dollar the nonprofits have to spend on rent and other bills doesn't get put back into the community. So the center brought them all to work in one place to make sure these organizations can focus their resources on helping people in Northwest Arkansas.
We have over 90 nonprofits between our Rogers facility and our Springdale facility that we house at a low and reduced rent rate, so we can take that overhead away from them so they can really put those funds back into supporting the Northwest Arkansas community.
All the organizations involved have programming crucial to COVID-19, whether it's providing tests, addressing blood shortages and PPE demands, or mental health services.
Legislators in Arkansas expect a new federal COVID-19 relief bill to pass in the next few days with a couple of new targets, hospitals and expanded testing. The bill would provide about $75 billion to hospitals and $250 million for expanded testing. And although Arkansas does not know how much it will get, some say it'll be a life raft for hospitals.
Increasing our ability for providers to feel more comfortable in testing is going to be, really important.
With the natural state needing more equipment, turnaround tests, and training, the hope is Arkansas gets a chunk that provides for all.
The University of Washington Medicine is the largest health service in the Seattle area and is announcing it will start wide-scale processing of coronavirus antibody testing today. This blood test is designed to check for signs of past infection in a patient. UW Medicine is only offering the test on the order of a doctor. And to some more local news for you, the City of Springfield and local health department are hosting a virtual briefing later this morning. It begins at 10:30. Mayor Ken McClure, Greene County Presiding Commissioner Bob Dixon, and Health Director Clay Goddard will discuss potential next steps for our COVID-19 response and recovery. That'll be over there on ozarksfirst.com for you to watch as well. Again, that starts up at 10:30, guys.
We will have that streaming live, and then we'll also have the latest news update on midday.
That's right,
which is just a little bit later at 11.
A lot coming that way, and then also a lot trending, including the oil prices that are just dropping like crazy.
For the first time, have gone below zero. They are in the negative, and this follows a $55 plunge. Historic.
That's right. They sank 300% just on Monday alone. So we're looking into that. And you know what, Elisa, we're looking at a nice day out there, right?
Gorgeous.
Beautiful today, huh?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work from home. You won't even have to worry about winds taking your paper away. We'll have some light winds, sunshine, just really perfect out there today, 72 degrees. Showers and storms return, though, by tomorrow. Could have a strong storm to the south. We clear out skies on Thursday, only to bring back a storm chance on Friday. So a little bit of an active pattern, but temperatures stay warm.
I can just imagine it now. Everyone pouring a glass of lemonade lemonade, some tea,
Ooh, yeah.
getting their work done outside.
Sit outside. Enjoy the nice sunrise there. Thanks so much for watching us here on Daybreak.